So did you get away with putting that on?
Buying a new car.
You were there, right?
I was not in the bus of it, no.
Right, but you were there when it developed. Okay.
We were across the street, yeah.
Huh?
I was across the street.
Okay.
During our inventory liquidation sale, we
Take a deal there, but take your pay.
washers as low as $2.
You might want any people that were there and didn't get arrested.
You want at
I was there too, didn't get
Let us save you money
Yeah, I stayed across the street, not in the plaza.
City and San Jose.
Motherfuckers time go back, but they still
in our roots.
What do you guys do?
Traditions get lost. Would like the cultural traditions of the community.
Well, we need to push
Traditions and your values.
That's what I told him.
To celebrate
I'm like, bro, that arrest is not going to stop shit.
delicious food and
We're going to go right back to the park.
denominational All Saints Memorial Service.
The Occupy Oakland Twitter feed said 4 o'clock at the main
5/17/20.
Library Plaza.
That's what I...
I think that's what I remember hearing at GA last night. Oh, which
News coverage
means they're only going to be letting in the official people, right?
mornings on 2.
They're keeping us out of it? Or what?
Corey Campbell.
And good morning, I'm Dave.
With 40% off all costumes. And with $2 for $3 bra savings
I'm occupied.
Encampments. We're waiting for
What's up? I've been here doing a service streaming on the
now. More about this morning's
So on Twitter that there's going to
Frank Agawa
be, like, Occupy Oakland was going to have something.
later moved on to Snow Park near Lake Merritt. Now watch your screens there. You're looking at video of officers in their riot gear removing protesters from Snow Park near Lake Merritt. For those who refused to go, they were led away by officers. They were in plastic handcuffs. Now our live team coverage begins this hour. We have KTVU's Allie Rasmus, where something's happening out there right now in downtown Oakland. What's going on, Allie?
Well, Dave, things had been pretty calm up until about 10 minutes ago. Police, for the most part, had left the scene, but you can see now that has all changed. Just in the last 10 minutes, we've seen about a couple hundred police officers return to 14th Street and Broadway, which is the intersection of 14th Street and Broadway, Frank Ogawa Plaza. They came out here because a short time ago we watched some of the protesters who weren't arrested and some of their supporters try to return back to Frank Ogawa Plaza. And as that crowd grew, then police came out. We've heard some people out here in the crowd chanting towards police. We're not sure. We're hearing a lot of noise. We're not sure what's going on beyond, but we're seeing some of the officers move in towards Frank Ogawa Plaza. This all started at 4:30 this morning, and our cameras were there as police moved in on this Occupy Oakland encampment. Again, that was 4:30 this morning. As many as 400 people had been living here for the past 2 weeks camped out in front of City Hall, and city officials had said that that campsite posed a safety and public health risk. So Thursday night, they gave notice to the protesters that they would be evicted from the plaza. That eviction happened early this morning. Now, around 5:30 this morning, after protesters were kicked out of Frank Ogawa Plaza, they sent out an alert by text for the protesters to meet up at 14th Street and Jefferson, and that's where we saw about 100 protesters there as well. Then police closed down that street and started arresting some of the people that were blocking the street there. Earlier this morning, we watched police put up metal barricades around the plaza. Again, they put those barricades up to keep protesters and their supporters from going back into the encampment. This is what the encampment looked like after the raid happened this morning. We saw tents flattened, personal items, and debris scattered around.
It's still standing. It's not completely down. I mean, I feel like either way that this isn't going to kill the movement.
Now again, taking a live look out here, this is the intersection of 14th and Broadway, Frank Ogawa Plaza. You can see the metal barricades that police had put around the perimeter of Frank Ogawa Plaza. They've now moved out, closer out onto the sidewalk, and there are a group of protesters who weren't arrested and some of their supporters who have gathered on the other side of the barricade out here. But we don't know exactly how many people have been arrested. Police are supposed to give us some preliminary arrest numbers. We do know from some messages and text messages and information we've gotten from the Occupy Oakland people, they are saying as many as 90 people, 90 protesters were arrested this morning. But there is a press conference, a briefing that's supposed to happen with Oakland police in a short time from now. So let's go to Tara Moriarty with more on that.
All right, thanks, Hallie. Yes, and I would believe that number, about 90 protesters, because we were at the scene where a lot of these people were being booked, and there were quite a few people, dozens and dozens. All right, right now we are actually at Snow Park. We're at 19th and Harrison, and police are sort of standing guard over this area until city workers are able to come in and clear it out. And as you can see, there's still tents here, sleeping bags, and if you take a look over here, there's some tarps, personal items all strewn all over the place, bicycles. This is a much different scene, however, from than about 2 hours ago.
In the name of the people of the state of California, command all those assembled at Snow Park to immediately leave.
Officers stormed Snow Park at 6:15, clearing out all of the protesters who had splintered off from the main group. Those folks were kicked out of Franco Gobble Plaza at about 4:45 this morning. Some left peacefully, others did not. Some were arrested, and now officers have been sifting through the remnants of the camp here. One officer even found a box of knives, and tempers are still flaring.
Of the police raid, and I am a member of the press. I'm a freelancer, and I was telling the cops that I was
where we don't
member of the press. But then later on in the march, after everyone had been arrested, and there was a line of people playing music and chanting, I walked around the line and was taking pictures, and when I tried to walk back, they kind of shielded me, and I was asking them, questioning them over and over why I couldn't. One of the cops pushed me with the baton all the way to the ground, so I fell on the ground. And so I asked him for his badge number, and he said it, and I couldn't hear him because of the band. And I asked him to repeat it, and he wouldn't repeat it, and no one else around him would answer either.
You're right. Great. Thanks very much. And don't show her face. You got show her face. I got you. All right.
For 27 years.
Tees are good. Greens are good. Well, we don't want our face. So,
I'll make you look more military.
I have the army fatigue one, so I look cool.
Just like a tent. You were
Actually, that's why we're not in jail. I said when we went to my hand, as soon as we cranked it up, all the cops swarmed around me and we went back and watched it and videotaped it and stuff. So, I mean, it sucks that it happened, but everything happens for a reason.
Well,
yeah, which only in a few
started at
same
time.
45
And the last place we got out was going up to a place. And so at
yeah, my friend, I'm pretty sure it was in jail.
No, they didn't tell me to be there. They told me, they tipped us off when the cops were coming.
Working conditions don't have your job. They've got to occupy the place to work. You're going to have some political strikes. Reaches out, against the bank, against the cutback, against the youth busing. So you're saying black and brown have to give us 1/5 and put this in this one. Thank you. Well spoken.
Yay!
Anybody else? I was on the bus while like people can't even get to work in school. I wasn't there when people got arrested, but people. Okay, yeah. I woke up this morning and I found out that Occupy Oakland had been raided, and I found out that there was going to be a press conference, so I decided to hop on BART to come down here, but then I found out that BART was closed.
Mayor's already released a media statement on my
go to MLK. I can't go through downtown, and I'm going to turn right back around. And so this is really affecting people. There are people on the bus who had court and stuff this morning, and they couldn't go. They had to like turn around and walk back home. There are people who couldn't get to work. There are people who couldn't get to school. And I mean, I feel like this is really ridiculous. It was a peaceful protest. I spent several nights sleeping to kick us out, but it's downtown Oakland. Honestly,
by the coast 70s.
The rats that they claimed were there were already there, and they didn't care about those rats before there was a protest. This is being used as a pretext to kick people out. As far as
display for several days,
violence, we're in a way better than any Oakland police officer would have done. We don't shoot no murders. You know, who don't have guns. We don't beat people. We get together and we figure out as a community what to do, and that's what we did, and that was beautiful. And so all the stuff that the city and the police are saying are lies, and it's sad that it's sad that they're JCONCOCHRAN.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You want to change sides? That part? Yeah, change sides. There you go, go ahead.
So I came down here, I was told that the police were gathering. I came down here at about 4 a.m. And about 4:45, saw police surround the encampment, and then were blocked out.
Yeah.
Peacefully chanting and playing.
I mean, I got still 162. I had 500 directly, and then several thousand through Relay Streams on Occupy Stream, and Raw Story and all.
Tossed tents, tossed canisters, and then we stayed and played and chanted for about another hour, 2 hours. And about 6 a.m., the police started pushing on us and grabbed 6 of my friends who had been peacefully standing there chanting for a couple of hours, threw them to the ground, and now they're being detained. So I'm really disappointed that we saw so many police from all around the area, Union City, Pleasantville, etc. Think about all the money we're spending on paying those overtime salaries we could be putting into homeless funds. This is not the way to talk about keeping our community safe. This is a really unfortunate incident that happened.
What's your name? Yes.
My name is Pete Wywody, and the last name is W-O-I-W-O-D.
What city?
I live in Oakland. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hey, I think I'll go on, guys.
It's all right if I go on this territory. Somebody would do, you know what I mean? Always got food good.
Hey, how about we just go to another man and tell them our story? We're all here. That's the other one.
I need to occupy a restroom soon.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I had all that coffee keeping myself up all night. Now I'm wanting to come out.
Did they open up downtown?
Anybody know if they've opened up downtown? Anybody watching the local media?
Yeah. Does anyone know about that?
The mayor's office says they're conducting a walkthrough right now.
A walkthrough? Downtown?
Plaza, I guess.
Oh, okay. What? They're doing a walkthrough of downtown now.
Yeah, that's what the local media is reporting.
It's no way that where anybody's going to be able to occupy things.
Sounds like they're prepping for a press conference, but they want to clean everything up first.
Everyone back to park during the day. Good riddance. There's still more of us than there are of them.
And they just came. So when we were marching, they came, they surrounded us, and they put everybody in there.
I would say.
They take statements?
Dude, nobody cares about my point of view. They didn't even take my interview.
Oh, I got your picture
They were like,
from the
screw
back
you.
because I good.
No, this didn't help, I'm sure. They don't recognize the anonymous press.
When I got a press clearance at 5 to get in, and I had, this was before Jacob and Josh came in to get the pictures of Ground Zero. They see me get the press clearance, and immediately they start screaming, snitch, snitch, kill him, kill him.
Who saw that? Who said that?
Between 12th and 14th Broadway, between 12th and 14th. So I don't know where Clay is.
Of that program.
We've been breaking that into training of
Governor Perry is the chief executive of the great state of Texas. Several important things to consider today. The Texas economy is one of the largest.
But we thank everybody who got arrested for us. Still a couple hundred people with us on direct stream.
Take a chance.
Hopefully still a few thousand if they're relaying me out.
Exactly. So if they were more active than broad daylight, stand in front of the city hall.
I heard the raid on Snow Park didn't even happen until after they were legally there after 6.
608 on my phone. 608 on my phone. It's the last time I looked at my phone, and then we got swarmed.
Oh, you were at Snow Park?
We are the
99%. We are the 99%. We are the 99%.
We should be 98 a hum. None of us are in
99%. We
peace! No peace! No peace! No peace! Hall, second floor, hearing room number 4. It's inside, which means I'm not allowed in. As I've always put it to us here, this is very good. Okay, I mean, you gotta be